I'm like 99% sure if you watch this video, your baby is going to sleep through the night.
Used to get my hair done, used to have my nails long, used to wearing makeup every day.
That is a big promise, I know. There are 1,000 different ways to raise a baby, and there is no one right way. So I'm gonna tell you my way, and maybe you love what I'm saying and you're gonna do it to a T. Maybe you're gonna listen to me and realize this is just exactly what you don't want to do. Or maybe something in between. You want to take little bits and pieces of what I'm saying, but also do your own thing. All of this is okay. I do realize that baby sleep is a hot topic, and unfortunately it means a lot of people are scared to talk about it. Whether you do something like full on cry it out or bed sharing, there's gonna be people on other sides that just don't see the other person's eye to eye. I'm not like that. Whatever you do, whatever you think is best, you make the best choice for your baby. I'm not gonna judge you, and I would like the same. I know I put myself on the internet, so I can't exactly ask for that, but I know that this is going to help some people, and I've been there, I've been tired, I've been lost. Let me hit you with what is going to be covered in today's video: how I transitioned, night weaning, unswaddling, why I chose the crib, how I transitioned, my favorite sleep products, and then just the keys for success for night sleep. No matter if you do what I'm doing or something totally different, I think these keys will work for everybody. One more thing before we hop in. If there's one thing that is just as important as sleep to me, it is mental health. I really feel like they go hand in hand. I was really struggling, but if you are struggling, it does get better, and it does lead us to today's sponsor, who is BetterHelp, and that is BetterHelp, H-E-L-P. They are the world's largest e-counseling platform, which right now is probably why it took me so long to see someone about my mental health. Being a new mom in general, like, it was hard to even go to like my 6-week checkup, let alone take care of all of this. I wish I had known about BetterHelp earlier, even in my pregnancy. Would have been real nice. They assess your needs and match you with a licensed professional, and this is worldwide. You can message them, log in anytime you'd like. They give you thoughtful responses. You can also set up voice call, video, or phone from the comfort of your own home. If for some reason it doesn't work out, it's easy and free to swap counselors. It's more affordable than traditional counseling, and they also have financial aid. It is not a crisis line. It is not a self-help line. It is professional counseling that is secure. BetterHelp wants us to live a happier day today, so they give us a coupon code, which is Brittany Balyn, for 10% off your first month. I will link it down below for you guys. It is BetterHelp/Balyn. Again, that is BetterHelp/Balyn. Help as in H-E-L-P. But yeah, guys, I am definitely going through something right now. If I seem off in this video at all, I will fill you in when I'm ready. Let's do this, guys. Why I chose the crib and how I transitioned. For me, the crib just made a lot of sense because we had her in the bassinet for pretty much like the first 4 or 5 months of her life. I loved having her close, but I realized with dogs and a partner with erratic schedule, she was being woken up, her sleep was being affected by her surroundings, and so I knew her best environment was a crib. That might be different for you, but not even just for us to get good sleep, but for her to get good sleep. But the thing we did that really set us up for success in the beginning is we took the Taking Care of Babies Will I Ever Sleep Again course when I think she was maybe 2 or 3 weeks old. Guys, if you have no idea what to do and you're pregnant right now, buy that course before you're tired. It taught me things that seemed so obvious when I heard it and made the world of difference, but I just never would have thought of it myself. Now, because it is not my program, I can't tell you exactly what is in it, but I can tell you that it doesn't train the baby how to sleep. It trains you how to be. The super important thing it teaches you is to put your baby down awake, but in a way that they soothe themselves, they're not crying out. I totally thought I had this and we were good to go with this program, and then we hit the 4-month sleep regression and suddenly she couldn't self-soothe at all. She couldn't go even a stretch she could do in a newborn stage. Like, she was waking up every hour to eat. But we were getting those longer stretches with just the taking care of babies at a younger age. Not all babies go through this, I hear. But babies have a different sleep cycle when they are a newborn. Like, they go through different stages, and then when they hit 4 months, they kind of enter into like an adult-like sleeping pattern where they go like into REM and they wake up and go to sleep. You as an adult do it and you don't even notice. There are biological changes happening. You are not doing anything wrong, but you're in a whole new ball game here. My pediatrician at this point, without me bringing it up, was like, is she sleeping through the night? And I said, no, she's up every hour. And he said, okay, well, developmentally, she's ready to sleep through the night. It's up to you. But if you want, you could transition her to the crib. And I was like, oh, what? I'm not ready. So I looked into all of the options, and because I had such success with the Taking Care of Babies Will I Ever Sleep Again, I decided to buy the Taking Care of Babies ABCs of Sleep that is meant for babies 5 months and up. I took the course, I looked at other people's reviews, experiences, and I was like, okay, I'm at least gonna watch it. And again, it's not my intellectual property to share, but if I'm to explain it, it is a gentle cry it out. And I say that so lightly because I feel like everyone's experience is going to be different. But essentially it is, yes, there is gonna probably be some crying involved. Why I say that lightly is I don't know if it was because we had already had her self-soothing with the first class in the first 3 months, even though she kind of like forgot what that was all about in 4 months. She got it literally in 7 minutes. She cried more in that bassinet during those 4 months, waking up every hour to feed, couldn't fall back asleep. I do realize that people will have different experiences and people have different wants and needs, and you hear cry it out, and I know, but I'm just telling you to maybe have an open mind because it was magic for us. And it wasn't even like 7 minutes of straight crying. It was 5 minutes of crying, 1 check-in, and then we were gonna do our next check-in, and then she was asleep in 2 more minutes. Okay, this all brings us into our next topic of night weaning, breastfeeding moms. I know that I was like, wait, how is she gonna sleep through the night? Because my boobs actually explode every 3 hours. So if you do take the ABCs of sleep, they do have a night weaning program over the course, I think it was like a week. So it makes a really simple plan for you to follow. I was so nervous about doing that. I was so cautious about my supply because I had already lost it and then I had to bring it back. And because it is so slowly, and yes, I was feeding like every hour before. This is why I tell you to always check with your pediatrician. This is what I did, and I like waited 2 months past the point he said to do this, but it wasn't scary. I'm sure if you don't want to do the program itself and you just want to do the night weaning, there is like a blog post or something you could find on it. Again, it's not my property to share, and I don't want Taking Care of Babies to come after me because she's like, oh my God. Let's talk about the sleep sack and unswaddling situation because I know that is also stressful. And there's so many ways of going about it, but I decided when we were in the hot mess of the 4-month sleep regression, one of the things I tried to do before I did night sleep in the crib is I would do everyday day sleep in the crib. And when I did that, she was rolling, took her out of the swaddle, put her in a sleep sack. I did start a bad habit of day sleeps. I don't do this for night sleeps, but I started feeding her to sleep during the day to just do the transition in the crib, in the sleep sack. And I'm slowly still now weaning that. But I know what you're thinking. Why don't you do it for nighttime? Night sleep and day sleep is actually learned differently in the brain. So if you still rock to sleep and you're doing sleep training at night, you're not really gonna affect the two. I know it's confusing. It didn't make sense to me, but it worked out like that, so I believe it. Let's talk about my favorite must-have products for baby sleep. And I feel like no matter where you fall with how you wanna approach sleep, these are gonna be great things for you. Number 1, I have the Newton mattress. I love the mattress. She loves to sleep on the mattress. Why I do is because it is breathable. So I have a stomach sleeper. Kind of freaks you out to look at the baby monitor and see your baby go like this. I always put her on her back. Back is best, but she rolls. And then I see this. The Newton mattress in particular is like noodly. It's hard to describe, but you can breathe all the way through it. I do use regular sheets on it because I breathed through it and it was still okay. They do have like special sheets, but I didn't think they were that cute. Number 2, sleep sacks. I got 2 different kinds. I think they're both pretty good. I got the Halo one. It seems like a little bit thinner, like you would have like a fleece blanket at a cabin. And then I got the Kite Baby one, which is like a super puffy down comforter type vibe. But it does take longer to dry in the dryer. Somebody told me a hack: unzip it when you dry it and it dries better. Either one gets my stamp of approval. Number 3, sound machine. I think no matter what you do, sound machine is a great thing. It cancels out noise so you don't have to be a little mouse in your house, but it also helps establish a routine for a baby. They hear it, they know, oh, it's time to sleep. And it just helps them get to sleep. The Hatch one is awesome. I'll link it down below. Number 4, such a must-have: blackout curtains, blackout blinds. Put a trash bag on your window. Make your room dark at any age, at any stage, whether they're in the crib or in bed. I'll link the ones I have down below. I think they're just from Amazon. Like always, everything linked in the video description. But let's get to my keys to success. No matter which direction you choose to go in as a mom with your baby sleep, these are just broad general keys. At a later age, this might change, but I would say probably like 8 months and below, you need a flexible schedule, but a consistent routine. Now, what does that mean? At these younger ages, babies are changing so quickly, it's hard to keep up. This is just my perspective, but if you try to be like, my baby always sleeps from noon to 1, you're gonna run into a lot of issues. But if you say, my baby woke up at 6 today, they're 6 months old, they're gonna have a 2-hour awake window, so I'm gonna put them down at 8. And then the next day, they wake up at 6:30. Well, you're not gonna put them down at 8 again. You're gonna be flexible and shift that 30 minutes and put them down at 8:30. So you're consistent with the awake windows, but you're flexible with the times. This allows your baby to have enough time to get tired for their nap, so they are able to put themselves to sleep. And on the flip side, it keeps them from being awake too long. You may have just heard me say wake windows and you're like, wait, what? Because I had no idea something like this existed when I was pregnant, and I really wish I did. But babies change so quickly the amount of time they can happily be awake before they go to sleep. I thought babies just fell asleep when they were tired. The best and free way I found is I just Google Huckleberry 3-month schedule, 4-month schedule, and I look at their awake windows listed that change monthly, and then I put that to use in my consistent routine, flexible schedule. Another thing I've learned is sleep begets sleep. I know some people like to say, and maybe it works for them, to keep their baby up and so they sleep all night. I've found the opposite. The days that the naps are bad, the night sleep is bad. And like I said earlier, day and night sleep is learned differently. So if you are doing some kind of sleep training at night and your baby is fighting those day naps, baby wear, go on a car ride, go on a walk, feed, rock, do whatever you can to get that day sleep in if you are getting a nap fight, because that sleep will lead to better sleep at night. I know I just hit you with a lot of information, but just take everything one day at a time. I know if you're watching this, you're probably tired or you're worried that you're going to be tired when the baby comes. Please tell me that you are going to go easy on yourself, because this is a really, really tough time. If you're watching this, you are doing an amazing job. I'm gonna cry. I know to some people it may seem silly to cry over sleep, but I have been there with the lack of sleep, and I know you feel like you're lost and you can't do this and you're failing. You are not failing. It's hard. You got this. I had no idea what I was doing and I figured it out. So I really hope this video helped you. I'm obviously going through some stuff right now. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoy it, give it a like. I promise things will be better next video for all of us. I love you. Bye.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken, 'cause you grew up